Hey Libra, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a timeless reading for you, and it's going to be about money. We're asking Oracle and Tarot, what is coming towards you? What do you need to be prepared for? What to expect with money right now? So it can, of course, include career, could include the lottery. Let's just see. We're going to start with an Oracle card. This Oracle card is just going to shed some general energy over the whole reading, and it comes with a physical gesture. And I want to say thank you real quick for hitting the like button on your way in. Thank you. All right, so we have devotion, and this is how you make the hand gesture to empower the message. You simply put one hand in the other, and then you make the okay sign with each hand. All right, deeply attached. The affirmation goes like this. In that I admit the emptiness, I receive abundance and happiness. Using our concentration to sink into an activity, Libra, a contemplation or a meditation brings about a healing, wonderful stillness. And this is a help to deal with acute chronic pain if you're going through that. And I love this. In the absence of invisible air around us, we would die. But there are energies which are even less easy to perceive and which nevertheless fill the universe, giving us a framework and indeed provide the ground of our very existence. When we consciously let ourselves in for this incomprehensible, seemingly insubstantial something, then something else incomprehensible happens. To us, in us, around us, and for us. It's kind of got that like Joe Dispenza vibe of like there's other energies at work, power manifestation, believing in what you can't quite see. Believe in these energies around you. All right, so we are going to, I'm just kind of shuffling it over here so it's more quiet. I've got a towel over there. It's really professional. All right, what's coming towards my Libras? We only take the cards that fly out and choose to join the discussion. It's a breathing. Whoa. Okay, it was Page of Swords. A living, breathing conversation. For any of my Libras returning, I adore you. Thank you so much for coming back, hanging out. And for anybody new who's just given this channel a try, I appreciate your time. Let's make the most of it. If you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Libras and cross watchers to pray for you, simply say hi in the comments section. Even leaving an emoji, that helps too. It just represents your energy. It's something we can focus on. All right, only love and light in this space. So we start at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Chariot card, making moves. This is success, triumph. Anything that might be challenging is not going to slow you down. I love that. We start with the High Priestess. You've got high intuition at this point. So if you're getting an inkling about something, trust it. We do have conflict. We'll get a little bit more information about that in a moment, but then we have healing. Oh, and in a money reading, this could be literal, like recovery, like, getting a raise to make up for, the work that you've done. It's replenishing your bank accounts. We have the Hanged Man energy, which has been a slower energy. It's all about getting perspective. So if you've been experiencing delays or a slowness with money, this has been somehow building out a perspective that you'll always have, that is going to actually, in hindsight's 20/20, as they say, it's building out your financials and it's building out your money and security in a way that without this perspective, you'd be amiss. Perspective is key with Hanged Man energy. Okay, what is this High Priestess energy? Okay, when I say your intuition is on point, this is what I mean. You may have some decision making to do, maybe reprioritizing, and this is around an opportunity coming your way. So usually with Ace of Wands, there's action involved. You've been getting this in all your readings. There's been a thread also with the Two of Pentacles. So Libras, I am finding you. This is your fourth reading or so and that I've done for this week. And you are finding yourself in a lot of transition. But if you've been feeling like up in the air with things in your life, they are all about to settle into place. Things are just moving. The puzzle pieces have been moving around. And I think that you know that. I think you get the sense of that because I don't see any impulsive energy coming from you, which I like. It's really, it's quite balanced. But this is coming forward, this offer. Let's find out just a little bit more before I move on. I want to use this deck. What is our Ace of Wands? What does this offer? Cool. Well, you're going to get an opportunity to exercise your convictions, your way of thinking, your way of doing things, or how you feel about something is going to come into play in regards to this. You want to make progress. This is waiting for your ships to come in. It's a really positive sign. Another Wands energy, which also represents projects, action, movement, travel. This could be travel for you, an opportunity to travel. But if you do it, you're going to do it your way. This could also be just making progress. This offer is proof that progress is being made. And then let's get into this Five of Wands. This could be about a partnership, maybe having some disagreements in a partnership. There's been some maybe overthinking or anxiety about it. But guess what? The sun is coming out. So this is all good. That's at that point where I think recovery is being made. I love that. So you're getting over a hurdle with somebody. Flipping but not flying, we got the Ten of Pentacles. The Four of Cups flew out. And flipping but not flying, we have the Knight of Wands. I'll just take those as a footnote. But they have to fly out in order to be included in the discussion. That's the deal I make with the cards. The Six of Swords, recovery, comes out with the Four of Cups and the Eight of Cups. The recovery is made when it's addressed that there is a lack of enthusiasm here regarding maybe another offer, a different offer. Maybe it's the same offer, it's just that it's added clarity. You reject that offer. You guys are all going through different things, so I'm giving you actual examples of the same energy. It's in rejecting this offer that a decision is made to take a different route, to move away from something that you have maybe developed or put some time and thought and energy into at one point, maybe we're really enthusiastic over, and then changing directions and taking it on faith. And remember that your intuition was the very first card that came out. So this is the best pal you could be traveling with, is your High Priestess energy. But taking it on faith that what you really desire, what's going to float your boat and make you enthusiastic and excited again, what's going to bring you more money, it lies beyond those hills. And so it's on faith that you turn around and face the unknown. And that's where the healing begins. So something's changing for you. Interesting money career reading. What's this Hanged Man energy? Please make it clear. This is changing one's mind, changing one's route, getting clarity. It's almost like you're waiting for an offer to land before you make any moves, which is, it's smart. Good for you. Here's a really solid piece of advice that Tarot has offered in this reading as well as your other readings. There is something to be gained by pausing and taking a look at all that you've done, like the way you've sown your seeds to benefit from in the future. All you've put into your life, in your career, how you've invested in yourself, into making money, into your job, whatever it is for you. There is this pause, a fork in the road, where you take all of that into account. And in this pause, something occurs, because this is evaluation. You're looking at the future. If you continue to keep things going as you have, what does your future look like? Well, we've got the Queen of Wands associated with this pause. And the Queen of Wands is a go-getter. They run by their instincts. They don't waver in their decisions once they've made them. They also have a lot of attention. They get a lot of attention. They're okay with that. They like nice things. They like things the way they want them. Yeah, they're a bold energy. They've got a lot of energy. They're enthusiastic. I want to get a little bit more from a different deck. So basically, we have this energy of pause, slow, rebalancing, recalibrating, and then gathering confidence and gathering vision and a decisiveness. And this is all about that vision, reprioritizing, switching it up. I've compared this energy to like a riverboat. And I haven't seen many riverboats in my life, but you know, that thing is so huge, and it takes a while for it to, if it needs to change direction, it takes a while for it to stop the whole process, to slow down and then move in another direction. And this is what's happening basically. So in all of that swirling energy, you've got Two of Pentacles consistently in all of your readings popping up. This is a time for flexibility. This is a time for perspective, gaining perception, different perspectives, before you move. Because when you move on things at this time, after this period of time, you're going to be very strong and decisive in them. And here's the other thing I love that we're ending up here. This is great. You do have some indecision that you're battling. And this is not something you need to rush. This is not your tarot reading is not saying, hey, shit, or get off the pot. Like, you got to go. No, this is something that, like, when you feel that wavering of confidence, you deal with it. You're asking yourself, why? You're wondering, should I leave this? Should I go? What are the risks? What are the complications? This whole process is actually going to land you in this place of Nine of Cups, of self-satisfaction. Let's get an oracle card here. Advice for my Libras. We have the message, the time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. I want 2 cards, if I stay or if I go. And I ask that because whoever this is I'm talking about is considering, hey, I wonder if I'm going to feel so much better and so much more enthusiastic and alive if I leave this situation. And it's kind of leaning that way. Because if I stay, I'm feeling like I'm disinterested. I feel apathetic. Yeah. So what's the energy if Libra stays? What's the energy if Libra stays? Okay, flipping but not flying. We got the Sun card and we have the Ace of Cups. What's the energy if Libra goes? Okay. I'm going to just read to you what the tarot says. And of course, you have free will and never give your power away to tarot. Okay. What an interesting... If you stay, it's suggesting that you will have... Somebody will come forward. Somebody or something. This can be even within an email, or this will be a communication that rushes in fast. It does seem to have an offer attached to it. It makes you again realize what you've been maybe disappointed in, and you are going to recognize your independence in a situation. You're going to become more autonomous, is that what I want to say? More independent. If you go, there is a sense of maybe spinning your wheels within a partnership. We have the Queen of Pentacles out here, which is a nurturing, kind queen, very stable and dependable. We have a huge change. And this change is it's rising to an occasion. So you might have to work harder. You guys might have to collaborate more. I don't know who this partnership is, but in a love reading, it represents soulmate energy. In a work reading or a money reading, this represents collaboration that's equal, respectable. And then we have the Six of Cups. This is connecting to children, playfulness, nostalgia, people you know. This could be a collaboration that you end up working with, that you're familiar, this could be a partner that you're already familiar with, somebody you already know, but things would have to change. Y'all would have to kind of step it up in a new kind of way. Very interesting. I hope that was helpful for you guys. Please feel free to share, of course. I'm always interested. And please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed this. Take good care. Bye-bye.